Okay, so how can you handle the data from anywhere inside your application? So right now we only have the selected index available inside the navigation bar widget, but we need it inside the widget view in order to display either the first or the second element. So let's do this. First thing first, we'll go inside and the widget, we should put it inside the view. So let's put widget inside the view. I will say move. And everything should be handled automatically. So that's good. And next, we will create another folder inside the library called the data. All right? So let's use data. And then we will create another file. This one will be the notifiers.dart. This is where we'll put all our notifiers. And there's two things you need to remember when you use notifiers or when you want to handle data like this. First, you will need to use a value notifier. The second one is you will need to use a value listenable builder. Okay, so the value notifier, this one will be the one that hold the data. And then the value listenable builder, it will listen to the data. So if the data change, it will change. And in this case, you don't need the set state. All right, so pretty simple stuff. Let's do this now. What we'll do is we'll create this value notifier. Value notifier, I will press. This will automatically import the material. So we have the value notifier. Let's call this one the selected page. And I like to call notifier at the end also. So now I know that this will be a value notifier because it always ends with notifiers. And next we need to create a value notifier. And inside we will put the value, which will be an int, either 1 or 0. So we will say 0 as default, and we put our semicolon. So now we created our value notifier. We can use this, but you can also define the type just to make it more clear. This is an int, okay? Next, we need to go back inside the widget 3 or inside the navigation bar widget, and we need to wrap our navigation bar with the value listenable builder. So I will delete all of this. I will cut it instead, and I will say value listenable builder. Inside the value listenable, you put what you created inside the notifier, which is the selected page notifier. Notifier, like this. So I will use this. It is the selected page notifier. And then for the builder, what you will need to do is you delete this and you press Control Space. Flutter will tell you what you need to put inside. So we will use the second one, this one with the curly bracket. Inside this one, you will need to return what you had previously, which was the navigation bar. At the end, you need to put the semicolon, otherwise it will not work. So semicolon, and now let's save. Okay, we have access to this selected page notifier, which is this value, this thing. But we will really rename it the selected page. So it makes more sense. Okay, so we can delete the selected index, and we can delete the set state because we will not use this anymore. And the selected index is now the selected page, which is this value coming from the value listenable builder, which use the selected page notifier inside the notifier, this thing. All right. So after this, what can we do? We can change the selected page. And in order to change this value, the selected page notifier, you need to call the real name. So selected page notifier dot value. So this will change the value which is inside this thing. All right. And next, you can just put this value to the value that we receive from the onDestination selected. So you can say like this, put the semicolon, and now we don't have the value anymore, so everything should be fine. We can remove the stateful widget by putting a stateless widget instead. So how you do this? It could be nice if you just were able to right-click and say refactor and put like, oh, apparently you can do it. Oh, that's even better. I didn't even knew it, so that's cool. Because usually I was just doing like from the override to the override, and then you delete the stateful to stateless, and it does the same thing. But you can just refactor. That's cool. And after this, what you can do is now it should work. So let's restart the application and see if everything still works. We have the profile. It does work indeed. So that's fine. But now we can access, if you understand, we can access this selected page notifier from anywhere inside the app just by using this. So we can go back over the widget 3 like this, and we can wrap this thing, the body, with the value listenable builder. So I will delete this, and I will say value listenable builder. Inside this one, we'll need to put the selected page notifier, the thing we created in the notifier. And the builder, we will delete this and say control space, and we'll say Flutter will give us the answer, so we'll use the second one. And after this, you can say I return, and you return what you had previously, the page at element at. Great. So now we are only missing one step, and it's to put the value inside this. So you could directly put value like this. You could rename it selected page. It could be a better practice maybe. So let's do this. And that's it, I think. So let's refresh this. And now if we click on profile, now we have the profile. And now if you click on home, you have home. So this is how you handle the data with the value listenable builder and the value notifier. So if you remember, you use two things, value notifier and value listenable builder. That's it. This one will hold the data, and this one will be able to listen to the data, and you don't need a set state with this. So that's pretty cool. That's about it. See you in the next one. Bye.